Simon Sinek has an illustrated book out and I have it. Stick around and I'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, Desirai Labra here. I was sent Together is Better, the illustrated book by Simon Sinek. So according to his bio here, Simon Sinek is an optimist who believes in a brighter future for humanity. His talk on TED.com is the third most watched talk of all time. If you don't already know, Simon Sinek wrote Starts With Why, and it is a book that I thoroughly enjoyed. It is something that we talk about at school. I gave it 5 stars and I reviewed it on BookTube. I'll actually link to it in the description below. Learn more about his work and how you can inspire those around you at startwithwhy.com. Together is Better is a little book of inspiration. There were some funny parts in here. I think the most interesting part is when you first open the book, there is a scratch and sniff page which has been infused with the scent of optimism. And it does indeed smell like something. I think optimism is a good way to describe it. It smells fresh, it smells new. The book itself is obviously easy to read, but each page packs a powerful little punch. For example, we can start a revolution when we know what we stand against. To create change that lasts, we need to know what we stand for. And then on the opposite page, under poor leaders, we feel like we work for the company. With good leaders, we feel like we work for each other. The illustrator is Ethan M. Aldridge, who is an illustrator and an author living in New York City. Now, I haven't brought this into work yet, but I think I'm going to tomorrow. I feel like every page just has something that's helpful and really good to think about. I saw someone complaining on Goodreads because they felt like the wisdom that was included on each page was then broken down and further explained at the end. And they made it sound like Simon thought that everyone was too stupid to understand what was on the pages, and I don't think that was the case at all. I actually really appreciated the information that was at the end, and it just added a little bit more. And it didn't feel so much like an explanation as just a little bit more detail. A few pages after the additional detail, there are lyrics to the song Together Is Better, and you can actually go to alloblack.com/togetherisbetter. I'll go ahead and also include that in the description so that you guys can check it out. I actually really liked this book. I thought it was cute. I thought it was full of optimism and wisdom, and I think it makes a great gift. And I'll go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of what the illustrations look like. So there's not too much on the pages. You know, it really the knowledge and the wisdom stands on its own. It obviously looks a lot like a children's book, but maybe we should be putting things like this in our children's hands. I mean, isn't that where we start creating our little optimists and our idealists? Maybe what we need to do is forget everything we've learned so far and go back, start over from the beginning, where we can try to relearn things and just find our true calling and our true passion and be happy where we work. And so I'll leave you guys with the quote on the back of the book. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called a passion. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also hit that bell button so that you'll be notified when we have new videos. Thank you for joining me, and see you next week.